Welcome back to the channel. Today the build gets real. We're cutting vans and installing fans. This one's gonna blow you away. Let's get to work. For this build, we already know where our fan location is going to be, and it's gonna be right up here in the front. So because our kitchen is gonna be in this location here, it's gonna give us good airflow up and out of the van. Then when we put our pill windows in the back, it's gonna give us good airflow throughout the entire vehicle, so we have a nice cool bed. We're gonna take our 14-inch square template. We're going to go ahead and place it on the ceiling and then trace our fan. We're going to drill some holes in each corner. We're also going to drill a hole large enough to get our cutting tool into the roof. So let's go ahead and cut that hole. With our access hole in, we're going to use a standard drill bit to cut a relief hole in each corner. Our next step is going to be cutting the square out. So we're going to need to cut between each hole here on the roof, and there's a lot of different ways you can do it. So as a DIYer, you may have a jigsaw around. This is a good option, but you're going to have to keep in mind protect the paint from the hot shards that are going to come from that jigsaw blade. Another option is a nibbler like this. So you might have seen this highlighted in our roof rack install video. These are cheap, 35 bucks. If you're building one van, this is a great way to go. If you have a shop like us, we have a dedicated nibbler tool here from Makita. The nice thing about the nibbler is it doesn't produce hot shards, so it's a little bit easier cleanup. All right, with our hole open, let's go ahead and test the fan trim ring and make sure everything fits. Looks good, so we're ready to prep. To prep our opening, we're going to scrub it down with a Brillo pad real quick, just to degloss that paint. Then we're going to spray isopropyl to degrease. Now, before we move any further, we need to make sure we seal in this raw metal edge. So we use a self-etching primer to go ahead and paint in this edge. Okay, while our primer in the van is drying, we're going to prep our fan shroud for installation. So we want to degrease with isopropyl again. Then we can add butyl to this flange. Also at this point, it's good to point out, DIYvan.com makes these little adapter trim rings that you can do. They're going to account for the grooves in the roof. They're going to make it a nice, flat, easy installation. It's a really cool product. Today we're going to show you how to do it without this. So we're going to apply butyl over the screw holes on each side of the fan trim ring. Then we're going to build up the sides, and the sides are the ones that correspond with the mounting holes here, a little extra to make up for the gap in the roof. We're all butyled up and ready to go to the roof. Boom. With the fan mounting ring in place, we're just going to go ahead and screw it down. With our screws in place, we're going to go ahead and lap seal over each screw and then give us a nice perimeter. With the fan mounting ring installed and lap sealant applied, we're going to wait a little while while the lap sealant levels out so we can see if we need to fill in any gaps. Okay, before we mount our fan, we just want to give a quick inspection of the lap seal. Make sure that the self-leveler has leveled out everywhere and we're looking good. Looks like we are ready to install. Once the fan is in place, just go ahead and put the 4 screws around the perimeter. With our screws in place, our fan installation is complete and we're ready for wiring. Don't forget, these Maxxair fans have a little bit of funky wiring. The black is going to be your hot leg and the white is your neutral. So, looks like I have some more work to do. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now might be the time. We'll see you on the next video.